Hi, friends. Hope you're doing well. And today, I really want to talk about something really exciting, right? What actually led to the foundation of internet, and what is the importance of open source technologies on the internet, and why blockchain is the biggest open source revolution for the internet community to drive, right? So basically, all the Windows and all the Mac OS and everything is typically built on the Linux's platform. So, servers, infrastructures, and operating systems, along with the networks, are fundamentally the base for any internet of how computers work today. So similarly, as we move forward, so currently we are in an internet 2.0 era, so where as per the internet protocol roadmap, which primarily means that we use internet more for data sharing, information purposes like browsing or streaming or something like that, but we are not using internet for actually sharing value. So value on the internet, as I've been talking about in my previous videos, is data, right? So what if I could just transfer the ownership of my data to you in an auditable and compactable and transparent format? So meaning that whatever data I have, I just give it to you in giving the consensus that okay, I have given this data to you to use for so and so purposes, and then there is some kind of a governance mechanism to kind of monitor it on how it is being used, an autonomous government mechanism, right? So traditionally, in this traditional world, we have a lot of these internet organizations like ICANN and etc., which GDPR laws and etc., like which is there to monitor the governance and how this data being used. But on the blockchain, with the potential of smart contracts, one could fundamentally create their own contracts and own governance mechanisms and rules and regulations on how this data has to be used. So with blockchain, we are giving kind of an option for the community to kind of create their own rules and governance structure, and this entire governance is done purely by computer codes and data, which is like completely secured and driven by the community's voting procedures. Hence, everything so far in the entire ecosystem of blockchain, most of them is completely open source. Even big enterprises like IBM, Walmart, etc., are actually using some kind of an open source blockchain technologies like Hyperledger, and then you have Ethereum, which is completely open source, and the community has made everything open source for more developments to happen. And this is like a biggest revolution. I mean, everything is on open source. Like you could just take the Bitcoin codes, create your own Bitcoin. You could just deploy your own smart contracts or Ethereum and create your own cryptocurrencies just on the go for your own use case. I mean, it's just marvelous. And the kind of value which it has added in just 10 years is like billions and billions of dollars. And as per World Economic Forum and several other sources, right, by 2025, in the next decade, over like around 15 to 20% of the global GDP will be stored on the blockchain. And why this is happening? This is basically happening because of the fact that blockchain gives you to kind of transfer value, which is your data, to kind of control it, own it, and that could be mapped to every individual. It is a world where community decides on how basically this data has to be used, and this data has to be utilized in the new world order where everything will be controlled by machines, the internet. You need some kind of a rules and regulations, right? And with so many datas and so many data points we're generating, it's almost impossible to trust any third party with any of your data, right? We have seen some of the incidents with top companies like Google, Facebook, and even recently one of the biggest German payment startup actually couldn't just keep a track for several billions of dollars. And this is all happening, right? I mean, this is there in front of us. And what cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin just gave us is that one of those starting points. So typically, what is Bitcoin is that it's a piece of data, which we own, and it's being treated as a money in which I can transfer it to you to prove your ownership, right? And it's completely secure on a blockchain. You have this wonderful network like a Uber, which is open source, maintained by the miners, the community. And in this entire process, everyone who's contributing value to the network are rewarded, right? From the developers, they get paid from the Bitcoin Foundation based on the number of contribution they have made to the community, and then you have miners or the guys who are providing the infrastructure support. They get paid whenever we move this data. I mean, this is such a wonderful ecosystem. So I would see a new world order where this would be powered in a more decentralized way, like people like you and me, where we can contribute our own infrastructure, our own unused spaces in exchange for some money or something like that. And I feel new biggest internet economies will be created on blockchain and with an blockchain vision. So guys, take care, cheers, and stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye bye.